This is the video about increasing my balance just from $1, not 5, 10, or even 100, just one. I'm also gonna use only one indicator, even though that usually I use 3. So this is gonna be some challenge, definitely. But guys, before you start watching this video, don't forget to put the like on that. So let's not waste our time and let's get started. So guys, let's get started step by step. I have just $1 on my balance. This is what I need to work with, and I don't think that I will set up like a really big goals for myself today. I just want to show you how it all works, also to show you the strategy with Bollinger Bands that I'm gonna trade today with, and also explain all of the trades detailed, why I opened a trade there, all of the analyzing. So it's gonna be really useful and informed video. So we go to the indicators and choose Bollinger Bands. Here we change period to 20 and deviation to 2, and we click save. Here we have it. So now I'm gonna check it out and find the currency pair. Okay, this is a pretty good one. It's the pound and Australian dollar. Here I'm thinking to open a sell trade. Let's just change the time to 2 minutes, and we open a sell trade for $1. So why I did it here? We're gonna start with the market context. It's a structure and trend also. So the overall structure that the market is currently in a local downtrend after forming a lower high near the resistance level, right? Because it was the upward trend for a pretty long time. As we can see now, we're in the plus, it reversed in a downward direction. So after that, after a price formed a lower high near the level, price created a sequence of bearish impulses with lower highs and lower lows as well, which indicates that sellers are still dominating. And we can see it clearly on the chart right now. It was a good decision to open here a sell trade. Also, the moving average is actually the middle line of the Bollinger Bands, is directed downward and is confirming the short-term bearish bias. So each pullback to the middle has been followed by a continuation to the downside. As you can see now, it's going really well, guys. Oh my god, I didn't even expect this kind of such a strong downward movement, but we had it. It's even broke the previous support level that was formed also before, after it was pulled back in the upward direction, but now our price again reversed and downwards. Okay, breaking all of the previous support levels actually. So okay, now it's 13 seconds to the end of our trade. We're in the plus. Okay, perfect. It's 8 seconds for now. Let's wait 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is good. This is really good for the first trade. We're gonna change our amount of money. As we can see now, here's a green candle form with a pretty big lower shadow, showing that it could be a pretty strong reversal, and that's what we see now. As you can see, it's jumping so fast, so the volatility here is kind of crazy. So we're gonna change this currency pair to another one. This is the pound and US dollar. Let's check it out on the other time frame. Okay, here we change to 1 minute and open a buy trade, because for 2 minutes it would be too riskful, because we could have a reversal, because here we can see some kind of the sideways movement going with the mini trends. You know, it's like a few candles in the upward direction, then a few candles in the downward direction. So it's still a trend. It's not like absolutely absence of the trend or something, but at the same time, here in this kind of the situation, in sideways market, it's better to lower your time of the expiration, so you will not catch the reversal and you will still be able to close your trade in the plus. So here the market had a strong bearish impulse that broke through the middle Bollinger Bands and touched the lower band, followed by a bullish correction. So after reaching the lower Bollinger Band, price started recovering upward. It's a typical reaction after a volatility expansion. So now we have 4 seconds till the end of our trade, guys. It's 2, 1, and we close it in the plus. Okay, perfect. Now we change the amount, and here we open a sell trade already for 2 minutes. You will ask me why. You will think I'm crazy, but let me explain you. So the market is in the bearish phase following a sharp downward impulse. So here, after the strong bearish impulse, price made a bullish correction back toward the middle Bollinger Band, testing the previous broken support, now acting as a resistance. So this zone coincides with the dynamic resistance of the midline. It's a common area where price resumes its downward movement after a pullback. Also, about the Bollinger Bands, the bands are slightly expanding downward, as we can see, but just slightly, confirming active bearish momentum. Also, the middle line, our moving average, is pointing down, which visually confirms trend direction. Also, after touching the lower band, price pulled back to the middle band. So the correction was weak and candles started showing rejection from the midline. So it's meaning the pullback is likely ending. And this creates a continuation setup. Pull back to mid band, then rejection, then continuation to the lower band. So now we have 35 seconds. We're in the plus already, as you can see. But again, here's a lateral movement. Boom. It's achieving the resistance level, is going back to the support level. Again, it's achieving the resistance level, going back to support level. So everything here is pretty easy. I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of the charts because it's so much easier to trade with a strong upward or downward trend. But at the same time, it's important to know how to work with this kind of the situation if you will have it, of course. So now we have 7 seconds. It's still green candle. Okay, so let's change so we can do the catch up in case. 1 second. Okay, we saved our amount of money. Okay, it's not that bad. At least we didn't lose it. So now we're gonna change the currency pair. Okay, for example, euro and Canadian dollar. So here we definitely open a buy trade for 2 minutes because here we can see a really perfect upward trend. So now we can see this is the range of our price where it's moving. Is some fluctuations, of course, happening, some correction candles. We can see the volatility here is pretty strong, but still is the upward trend and we're following it. Also, we can see that before it was a sideways market when our price was moving in a really small range. And so we can see that also by the Bollinger Bands that it was just a short downward trend, then the short upward trend with a lot of the corrections. And after that, our price achieved the previous support level again in the sideways market and start returning in the upward direction really fast and strong. So here we just simply follow the trend. We also can see that before in the start of the upward trend, our price crossed the middle line of Bollinger Bands, showing that the buyers is really strong right now, and we still don't know when it's going to be the end of the upward trend. There's no signs of the reversal, for example, the upper wicks and the candles or something else, or some kind of the other candlestick patterns as well. So that's why we continue opening a trade here in the upward direction. So now it's 10 seconds to the end of our trade, guys. Let's wait. Okay, we're gonna change our amount of money per trade and time to 1 minute. Okay, this one we close in a plus and then we immediately open another buy trade for 1 minute as well. So here's still the continuation of the upward trend. I changed the time of the expiration to 1 minute because again, it could be some corrections in 2 minutes. So it's better when it's this kind of the strong upward trends. It's better to change the time of the expiration to lower, for example, from 3 minutes to 1 minute. So that's how you can catch the strong upward move and not get into the corrections or rejection or something else. So now it's 23 seconds. It reversed a little bit in the downward direction, but it's really close to our entry point. Now we are in the zero. We can see it that our price at the same moment where we open a trade, there's a new candle appeared. The market kind of stops or what? What's going on? Oh my god, it's 4 seconds. That's kind of scary. Oh my god. Okay, we just saved this money. We opened another buy trade for 1 minute. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, today we're definitely not gonna make like, I don't know, even hundreds, I think, of dollars. But at the same time, today the market is not the easiest one, so I'm trying to handle it as much as possible. So it's 40 seconds for now. Let's wait a little bit. It's still continuation of the uptrend, even though we can see the upper wick on the previous candle. That could show us that the buyers cannot break this level, cannot go higher. Ooh, but let's wait, and we still have the money on the balance, so that's why I'm not using all of the money per trade, so that's how in case of something I can open a catch up and just recover my losses. Oh my god, no way, there's a red candle up here on the chart. So guys, now we have 8 seconds till the end of our trades, and it's fluctuating so much. We're pretty close to our entry, but now we're in the plus. Okay, 2, 1, and there's no even any result or something. Okay, on the balance is the same. It looks like we close a trade in the minus. Let me check it out. No, we saved this amount of money, so we didn't lose it. The difference is 0 points, so the closing price and the open price is the same. Okay, I think I need to restore the pocket option because my balance should be plus $1 actually. Okay, let me do that. Okay, perfect. Now it's 5.46. That's how it should be. It was just a bit of lag, maybe because of my internet, but now it's fine. Okay, perfect. So now we wait for the platform to start working. Okay, here it is. Everything is good. Let's find some other currency pair for opening a trade. Okay, for example, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, here we open a buy trade for 1 minute. So what we can see here, before it was a strong bearish impulse, it pushed the price down to the lower Bollinger Bands, and after touching this area, price immediately shows signs of reversal and buyer activation. So it's typical behavior after a strong oversold move. So the entry here was made during an oversold correction phase, aiming to capture a short-term bullish retracement from the lower band back toward to the middle line. So in other words, this is a mean reversion buy setup within a short-term downtrend. So now we have 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close this trade perfectly in the plus. So now let's change our amount of money per trade, time to 2 minutes. And let's find some other currency pair because here we already achieved because in this currency pair we already achieved the previous resistance zone and it could be some reversal. So let's check it out something else. For example, Australian dollar and USD. Check it on M5. Okay, we come back to M1. Here, let's open. That's kind of riskful, but still. Yeah, I'm waiting for a good entry point. Okay, here we open a sell trade for 2 minutes because here I was waiting when the price will cross the middle Bollinger Bands line. So now we already can confirm that this is a pretty good start of the downward trend. Okay, now some correction, but we just gonna wait and talk about this one more. So the chart here shows that the market has been moving in short-term waves within a sideways to bearish structure. Also, before the entry, we could see several consecutive green bullish candles push price to the upper band. Also, candle bodies began shrinking and upper week started forming, so showing rejection and exhaustion from buyers. But at the same time, guys, I'm showing you everything the way it is, even if we don't close the trade in the plus. Okay, here we open a sell trade again for 1 minute. So yeah, I just also wanted to talk with you in this video actually about the other traders, you know, that do this kind of the videos, and you can definitely see there, you know, they're saying that they're closing all of the trades in the plus without any pause. This is their first attempt, for example, of doing this kind of the video, and they're closing all of the trades in the plus. This is impossible just because you can see on their video how they just cut, because you can clearly see on their video that they cut all of the trades. For example, they open a trade and only they show the end, or for example, they start spinning up, you know, this trade, and they're saying, oh, I have a profit, and then they have a cut again, they go to another currency pair or something. So this is not definitely how it's working, guys. I'm showing you everything without any pausing or something. Sometimes I do a pause when I change the currency pairs, but that's it. So yeah, we close the trade in the plus finally. Let's change our amount of money and we will continue. and we're gonna open a sell trade here. I'm not gonna risk too much. So yeah, and also they're saying that they have some kind of the indicators or bots or ChatGPT or something that helps them to close all of the trades in the plus for 100%. It's impossible. Even like my videos that I was doing with increasing my balance when I had almost all of the trades in the plus, I was doing this from the 5th, 7th attempt, you know, it was never from the first one. And I was always telling about you that, guys, because I was thinking it's not really interesting for you to see my trades in the loose and everything, but I was always telling that this is not my first attempt because it's impossible. I'm always telling about the catch-up system and money management that you need to use in the best case 1% of your deposit, and in case of something, open a catch-up. And I'm showing my losing trades and everything after I recover it as well. But yeah, but after he told me that it's so much, yeah, we closed this trade on the plus, by the way. So it's so much better for you to see all of my trades, even if it's in the minus or something. So now I'm showing you everything step by step. Even if I don't close something, even if I go in the minus, I'm always showing you that, because this is the part of the way. And there is no way that you're trading and you never have losses. It's just impossible. So guys, be really careful when you look at some bloggers and trading and everything. Okay, here's pretty good one, and let's open here a sell trade for 2 minutes for all of the money that I have. I hope we're gonna close this trade in the plus, and it's gonna be good. And it's gonna be good. So here the market is showing sideways to bearish behavior after a short upward impulse, also followed by a strong rejection and a return below the middle Bollinger Band. So this structure suggests that the buyers' momentum has weakened and sellers are regaining control. So after the strong drop from the upper band, the price formed a small consolidation zone near the middle band, failing to break above it. So the failure to hold above the midline indicates that the pullback ended and a continuation of the downward move is likely. So now we have 1 minute and 4 seconds, and we're in a really good plus, as we can see. Also, our trade was open in a trend continuation setup after correction to the middle Bollinger Bands inside a short-term bearish structure. Also, the bands here are moderately expanding, showing that volatility remains active. The middle line of Bollinger Bands is slightly tilting downward, confirming also short-term bearish pressure. So for now, we have 20 seconds to the end of our trade. Let's wait. I hope we're gonna have a good result here. Okay, it's 13 seconds. Okay, 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we close this trade in the plus. Okay, perfect. Now we change our amount of money per trade. Time of the expiration, open a sell trade again. So here we can see it was the previous support level. So our price also can go lower and achieve that. It was not that long time ago, so it actually could happen because it already broke the previous support level. That was just happened like 30 minutes or something ago. So it's more than possible that it will. So it is really possible that it's going to be the continuation of the downward trend here, but maybe we got some correction candle for now because it's 22 seconds. We're still not in the plus too much. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, now it's 11 seconds. Ooh, what happened? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we changed to 2 minutes. We didn't close this trade. Okay, that was too much. That was too much. You could see that. Now we're gonna change the currency pair. Find something more stable and easy. Okay. Here's pretty good. Let's open a buy trade for 2 minutes. Okay. So you can see the previous local high was here. So our price already achieved that, but it could still move even higher to the next local high. So also the market here is in a clear short-term uptrend, forming a sequence of higher highs and higher lows, and the recent price action shows an impulse correction impulse structure typical for trending markets. So before entry, price completed a small correction to the middle Bollinger Bands and then starting pushing upward again, confirming that buyers remain dominant. So the move broke the previous minor resistance zone and reached a new short-term high. So the setup represents a trend continuation entry after a minor pullback. Also, the overall direction is bullish and our entry was positioned to catch the next upward impulse. Now we have 35 seconds to the end of our trade. That's good. It's going really, really well because this is all the money that we have in the balance. Also here, the Bollinger Bands are expanding upward, confirming increasing bullish volatility. And the middle line is sloping up. It's a strong confirmation of an active uptrend. So now it's 15 seconds. Let's wait. I hope it's gonna be good. And it's not gonna be like on the previous trades. Okay, now it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close this trade at a plus. I think this is the smallest result that we ever made, but guys, we're already trading for a pretty long time, so it's better to do everything step by step, and believe me, you will achieve what you want. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next trading session. Bye bye.